Hold on tight. We're diving into the biggest stories shaking up the markets and the digital world. First up, it's all about Meta and their Q1 2026 earnings report dropping Tuesday after the close. Analysts are expecting a massive $55.36 billion in revenue, but the real key is how Reels, Threads, and WhatsApp Business are performing. Are these platforms the monetization engines Meta needs? We'll break down the critical data points you need to watch and how this impacts your portfolio, including Alphabet, Snap, Pinterest, and the trade desk. Don't miss this crucial earnings night.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next, let's jump into the world of Magic, the Gathering Arena. The dust has settled on week 1 of Strixhaven, and the meta is evolving fast. What decks are dominating the competition? Which strategies are proving unstoppable? MTG Arena Zone is revealing the secrets of the top builds, so you can level up your gameplay and climb the ranks. Get ready to unleash your inner planeswalker. Now, a serious development impacting social media giants. The EU is cracking down on Meta. Regulators are saying Meta isn't doing enough to protect kids under 13 on Instagram and Facebook, demanding changes to the platform's design. This comes hot on the heels of similar scrutiny of TikTok and signals a major shift in how social media companies operate within the European Union. What does this mean for the future of online safety and digital regulation? Finally, prepare for a power surge from the cosmos. Meta is taking a giant leap towards sustainable AI by partnering with Overview Energy to tap into space-based solar power. That's right, they're aiming to source up to 1 gigawatt of electricity from satellites orbiting Earth, powering their data centers by the end of the decade. Plus, they're teaming up with Noon Energy for long-duration energy storage. This is a game changer for clean energy and the future of AI. Don't miss out, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and stay ahead of the curve. Meta Platforms, Meta, reports Q1 2026 earnings after the close on Tuesday, April 29th, but the focus isn't solely on the headline EPS. Investors should closely monitor the monetization progress of Reels, Threads, and WhatsApp Business, as these 3 areas are critical to justifying the company's current valuation and sustaining its ad revenue growth. Consensus estimates predict $55.36 billion in revenue, with 31% year-over-year growth, a high bar requiring strong segment performance. For Reels, key metrics are ad load and revenue per mil, RPM, compared to the main Instagram feed. Parity in RPM would be a significant positive. Threads, with 400 million monthly active users, will be assessed for its first full quarter of ad revenue contribution. Even directional commentary is important. WhatsApp Business, already a multi-billion-dollar driver in regions like India and Brazil, requires attention to geographic mix, particularly growth in Asia-Pacific and Latin America. Any concrete revenue figures for WhatsApp Business could significantly impact the stock price. Investors should also review their exposure to related ad tech companies like Alphabet GOOGL, Snap, Pinterest PINS, and the trade desk TTD, as Meta's performance often influences these stocks. CapEx guidance is a secondary risk. Increased spending could negatively affect free cash flow. Before the earnings call, investors are advised to predetermine their reaction plan based on potential outcomes for Reels, Threads, and WhatsApp, and to assess their meta weighting within their portfolio. Ultimately, the earnings report will serve as a test of whether Meta's growth narrative remains on track. The secrets of Strixhaven decks are revealed. MTG Arena Zone is diving deep into the Week 1 meta builds, offering a comprehensive look at the strategies dominating the early days of the new set. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting your Strixhaven journey, this analysis provides invaluable insights into the most effective deck constructions. For those seeking even more in-depth content and a premium experience, MTG Arena Zone invites you to join their exclusive premium community. Members gain access to exclusive content, enjoy an ad-free environment, and unlock a host of other benefits. Stay ahead of the curve and maximize your Strixhaven gameplay with MTG Arena Zones, expert analysis, and premium resources. Brussels, the European Commission has issued a sharp rebuke to Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, asserting that the tech giant isn't doing enough to prevent children under 13 from accessing its platforms. The Commission stated Wednesday that Meta must fundamentally alter the design of both Instagram and Facebook to better safeguard younger users. This marks the second warning issued under the EU's new digital rules, following a similar accusation leveled against TikTok in February regarding potentially addictive design features impacting teenagers. The Commission cited concerns about the platform's impact on vulnerable young users. Pressure is mounting on Brussels from EU member states, with several countries already considering or implementing social media bans, highlighting a growing urgency to protect children online. Meta is taking a bold step to power its AI data centers, signing an agreement with startup Overview Energy to source up to 1 gigawatt of electricity from a space-based solar system by the end of the decade. This move comes as the company, and the tech industry as a whole, grapple with the rapidly escalating energy demands fueled by artificial intelligence infrastructure. Overview Energy's innovative concept utilizes satellites orbiting 35,000 kilometers above the equator to continuously collect sunlight and transmit it as focused beams of near-infrared light to existing solar farms on Earth. This eliminates the limitations of terrestrial solar, like nighttime and cloud cover, allowing solar parks to generate power around the clock without requiring additional land. Overview Energy successfully demonstrated the core technology last year by wirelessly transmitting power from an aircraft, with a full orbital test planned for 2028 and potential grid integration by 2030. Meta's strategy diverges from SpaceX's proposal to place AI infrastructure in orbit, opting instead to keep data centers grounded for easier maintenance and security, using space solely as an energy source. Complementing this, Meta has partnered with Noon Energy to build long-duration energy storage, potentially reaching 1 gigawatt and 100 gigawatt-hours, utilizing modular fuel cells and carbon-based storage for over 100 hours of capacity, far exceeding lithium-ion battery capabilities. A pilot project is slated for 2028. While both technologies are still in early development, facing challenges regarding launch costs and scalability, Meta's agreement with Overview Energy is structured to provide planning certainty while ensuring technology milestones are met. This latest commitment adds to Meta's existing portfolio of over 30 gigawatts of clean energy contracts, encompassing wind, solar, nuclear, and geothermal, solidifying their dedication to uninterrupted, emission-free electricity.